What's going on, FP? This is our first installment of FP Mobility. Recovery is the most important part of any fitness program. It includes mobility, but also nutrition, supplements, sleep, activity, the whole other activities, the whole 9 yards. Today we're going to go through a short mobility / stretching routine to hit all the muscle groups. Today's just going to be a foundation on what we will build on the coming releases, okay? So simple, easy, daily stretching routine is basically what this is going to be. We're going to start down on all fours. We're going to get down here. We're on all fours here. We're going to do a little bit wrist stretching, okay? Just warming everything up. So I just want you to come forward. Feel that stretch in the wrists. We're going to hold it about a minute. There you go. Now we're going to rotate it around. Just getting everything started. All right, now we're going to take our hands and we're actually going to rotate them backwards. All right, and then we're going to lean back just a little bit. If that's any pain, go up a little bit higher. All right, don't have so much of an angle. Stretch it back. Good. Lean forward to release it. We're going to turn our hands facing out. And we're going to come side to side. It's really just stretching those wrists out. Keeping that flexibility, that mobility. Good. Reset ourselves. If you gotta roll them out a little bit, you know, that stretches a little bit. We're gonna come down to all fours. All right. Knees are stacked over your hips. Wrists are stacked over your shoulders. Cat and cow. We're gonna look up, pushing our belly button down. Then we're going to pull it all the way around. Tuck that chin down. And just with your breath, just keep alternating. Starting to get everything nice and loose. Now we're going to move on to the shoulder. We're going to bring that shoulder underneath us. So we're going to be right here. We're going to bring this shoulder down. And we want to try to get that shoulder on the ground. We're going to go about a minute on each side. We're going to bring it up, and we're going to go to the other side. Go ahead and bring it back up. Perfect. All right, so now we're getting our upper body going a little bit. We're going to go into pigeon pose. All right, pigeon pose is very similar to downward child's pose. All right, but we're going to start here. We want to keep our hips stacked over our knees. Okay, so we want to keep this position here. We're going to extend those arms forward and then bring your forehead towards the ground. It's going to stretch the upper back a little bit more. If you can get all the way down, it will stretch that shoulder capsule. roughly about a minute here. We're going to bring it back up. Now we're going to go to child's pose. Bring those knees out a little bit, flatten those toes, sit all the way back. If this is it, that's it. We can stretch it out, get all the way down. You can't stack your hands here. Wherever's going to be comfortable, make sure you can breathe. You don't want to cut off your breath rate. Three, two, one. Good, we're up. All right, we're gonna go into pigeon pose. I'm sorry, we just did that. We're gonna go into the kneeling splits. All right, what we're gonna do is bring those legs out. All right, so what we want, we're gonna be here. We wanna bring those legs out and we're gonna sit into it. We want our hips stacked over our knees. So we're gonna be here. We're just gonna bring those legs wide. Just feel that stretch. Some of you might be able to go down a little bit further. Get a little deeper. We can't get down here. Just breathe. Nice. And bring yourselves forward a little bit. Bring those knees back together. Now we're going to go into a runner's lunge. All right. So we started from our wrists. We worked all the way down. Feel that blood going a little bit. Now we're going to get into that runner's lunge. So we're going to start with our hands stacked over our shoulders. We're going to get into that plank position. All right, from here, we want to drive this leg up to the outside of our hand. So let's start with that right leg, bringing it up as far as you can, okay? And then just drop that back leg and we're just gonna sit right here, all right? That's as much as you need to do, okay? This is gonna get you the benefit of this stretch. If you want, or if you can keep that back leg up. All right, and we're just gonna hold it right here. Just open up the hips. Good, bring those hips back, bring that leg back together, and then the other side. Our goal is to get that hand and those feet to be equal right here. All right, if you're back here, it's okay. All right, we're gonna work it to get up here. Good, we're gonna switch back to the other side. So bring that leg back, and then the other side. Nice, we're just holding it, getting our bodies nice and loose. Go ahead and bring it back, and the other side. Last one here. Three, two, one. Bring it back. Go ahead and stand up. All right. So we got our entire body warmed up a little bit. That's a really good starting stretch. We're gonna finish with squat mobility. All right, this is one of my all-time favorite mobility movements. It really helps with everything. So we got everything warmed up. We're all ready to go. Our feet are shoulder width apart, slightly turned out. All I want you to do is I want you to sit down into a squat as far down as you can go. If it's right here, it's right here. You might feel the hips working. It might be a little bit further. Wherever you're at is good. I always tell people with this movement, you want to accumulate 10 minutes a day over the course of a day. All right, not 10 minutes all at once, but this is something that you can work on constantly. So we're going to be in that feet slightly turned out. All right, directly underneath our hip bones. Our hip bones are right here. All right, what we want to do is we want to sit down into it and just get down as far as we can. Notice my knees still track out over my toes. Heels stay on the ground, okay? All right, and we're gonna be sitting up tall. All right, so when we're here, we wanna be sitting up tall, right here. All right, we don't wanna be slouched over. Sitting up tall, heels are on the ground. All right, and this is just that good natural position, all right, to maintain that hip flexibility, the ankle mobility, the Achilles, the whole 9 yards. We're just gonna hold it. If you feel like your legs are falling asleep or anything, you can get out of it. When we get out, what we really gotta focus in on doing is driving those knees back and then up. Don't just stand straight up from it, okay? So that is the basic movements to help with mobility. All right, so this could be a daily routine. Took only 5-10 minutes. Get it in. You're gonna feel better as the days go on.